We welcome your leadership, Madam President, in steering us toward tangible outcomes during this session. Be assured, we stand ready to wholeheartedly support you and the co-chairs in this endeavor, and we align ourselves with the statements delivered by the L69 and the G4 groups today. Several aspects of the United Nations system, Madam President, urgently require reform, a sentiment unanimously echoed by world leaders at the 2005 World Summit. Among these, the reform of the United Nations Security Council was identified as a critical and immediate priority. But in spite of that collective call, we have had no results to show so far. Why? One, the nature of the process of the intergovernmental negotiations themselves. 15 years since their inception, our dialogue remains largely confined to exchanging statements, speaking at rather than with each other. No negotiating text, no time frame, and no defined end goal. We turn up each year, make statements, and go back to the drawing board. Then there is the argument pushed by the naysayers of consensus that even before we begin text-based negotiations, we must all agree on everything. Surely, we cannot have a more extreme case than this of putting the cart before the horse. In a recent joint ministerial statement signed by more than 35 UN member states, the L69 had voiced concerns over the IGN's lack of transparency and openness. They had stressed the urgency of improved working methods and a clear set of procedural rules to guide the process. 3, as a member of the Global South, we share its collective angst that on issues of core concern to the South, we have no voice at the high table. 164 member states, Madam President, you would recall, had joined in calling for a concrete text to serve as the foundation for negotiations, as laid out in document A/72/510 Rev 1, conveyed in the letter from the Perm Rep of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines to the Secretary General dated 2 October 2017. This resounding support emphasizes that any further delay in Security Council reform exacerbates its representational deficit. Representation which stands as the unassailable prerequisite for both legitimacy and effectiveness. And under India's presidency of the G20, a significant stride was made by securing Africa a permanent seat at the table, proving that with political determination, change is indeed achievable. This example serves as a compelling call to action. We must resolutely align the Council with its charter mandate to represent the interests of all member states. Such alignment is crucial for adeptly navigating the intricate global challenges and conflicts we face today. In our interconnected world, Madam President, a more equitable Council is essential. This should be clearly reflected in the 2024 Pact for the Future document, particularly in the section on transforming global governance. Any diluted language in this context would amount to mere lip service, failing to address the crucial need for reforms. And India has consistently championed a cooperative, inclusive, and consultative approach to international relations. We firmly believe that the calls for reformed multilateralism with Security Council reforms at its core are supported by the overwhelming majority of the membership. And if we fail to address this long-standing cause in the UN's roadmap during its Summit of the Future, Madam President, it would signify our failure to fulfill a pivotal commitment to ourselves and the organization's roadmap. Rest assured, the Indian delegation is committed to working collaboratively with you and the co-chairs to steer this process toward results in line with the General Assembly's mandate. So let this year be the turning point when we seize the opportunity we have long awaited. Thank you.